Power sharing. Have you ever wondered why some countries manage to stay peaceful and united despite having many different cultures and languages? Or why do some societies struggle with clashes and division? Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of power sharing. Power sharing is like a team sport where everyone gets to play a role, ensuring that no single player has all the power. Let's explore how this works. So, what exactly is power sharing? In a democracy, power isn't concentrated in just one part of the government. Instead, it's spread out among the legislature, which makes laws, the executive, which implements laws, and the judiciary, which settles disputes about the law. Think of it like a three-legged race, each leg must work together for the team to succeed. Sharing responsibilities among different branches is important to keep things balanced and ensure fairness in societies with many different people. Let's take a closer look at Belgium. This small European country is home to various ethnic groups and languages. Did you know that about 59% of Belgians speak Dutch, while 40% speak French? The differences caused major tensions, especially in the 1950s and 60s, when Dutch speakers felt ignored. To solve this, Belgium created a special way to share power. They ensured that both Dutch and French speakers had equal say in the central government. This setup prevents either group from making decisions alone and promotes teamwork and understanding. Belgium's capital, Brussels, even has its own government that equally represents both language groups. This innovative approach has kept the peace and made Belgium a successful example of power sharing. Now, let's contrast this with Sri Lanka. After independence in 1948, the Sinhala speaking majority introduced rules that favored them. This made the Tamils feel unfairly treated, especially in jobs and education. The tensions grew into a civil war from the 1980s to 2009, causing a lot of suffering. This situation shows us what can happen when one group tries to dominate without sharing power. So, why is power sharing desirable? First, it promotes social stability. When different groups have a say in decisions, it reduces the chances of fights and violence. Second, power sharing supports democracy. Power sharing lets people participate in running the government, making them feel connected to their community. There are two main reasons to support power sharing. First, practical reasons. It leads to positive outcomes like peace and cooperation. Second, moral reasons. It values each person's opinion and makes sure everyone's voice counts. Moving on, let's understand how power is shared in democracies. There are three main ways. First, power is divided between different branches of government, known as a horizontal division of power. In India, the legislature makes laws, the executive enforces them, and the judiciary interprets them. Each branch has its own role, ensuring that no one branch becomes too powerful. This system helps maintain a balance. Second, power is shared between different levels of government. This concept is called federalism. In countries like India, power is divided between the central government and state governments. The central government manages issues like defense, while state governments handle matters such as education and health, allowing local governments to address specific community needs. Finally, power is shared among different social groups. In many democracies, like Belgium, power is shared among various communities, such as different linguistic or religious groups. Belgium, for example, has a community government that represents Dutch, French, and German speaking populations, ensuring that all groups have a voice in governance and preventing any one group from feeling excluded. This system of power sharing helps strengthen democracy and promotes cooperation among diverse communities. Moving on, let's not forget about political groups. In a democracy, various political parties and groups compete for power. This competition is healthy as it allows citizens to choose their leaders. When parties join forces to form a coalition government, they share power directly, which is another way of making sure that no single party dominates. Think of it like a group project where everyone's ideas and efforts contribute to the final outcome. This collaboration leads to better decisions that include different viewpoints. To sum it up, power sharing is important in a democracy as it ensures balance and fairness in societies with many different groups. Belgium's success shows the positive effects of respecting different communities, while Sri Lanka's challenges show the risks of neglecting them. The next time you think about how decisions are made in your school or community, ask yourself, are all voices being heard? Remember, sharing power is not just a smart choice, it's crucial for creating a peaceful and fair society. You can now study chapter notes, watch video lectures, and solve MCQ tests of this chapter on EduRev to ensure you score well in your school exams. And that's not all. You also get amazing courses for maths, science, English, Hindi, and much more for class 10. Thank you.